Like I said, my name is Aaron Sapirski. I've been doing estate sales for a little over 10 years now. What an estate sale is basically we help a family when they're downsizing a home. Whether someone's passed away, they're moving to a new location, just downsizing around the block, we help them sell every single thing inside of their home. We've done this all over the country. We've helped people from basically every state in the United States and the US of A. And we love doing estate sales. It's a passion for us. So my hopes with this series is that you get something valuable out of it, that you get something that you can use. Whether you or someone you know needs to have an estate sale, or you know a friend that is getting close to downsizing, getting up there in age, would like to move on, get rid of their things, and live a new life, that's what we help with. So the estate sale process. What we're going to be referencing today is our client information pack. You can get your hands on one of these. I'll send you one for free. Just email Aaron at aaronsestatesales.com and we'd be happy to get your hands on one of these. So our client information packet, we are going to be flipping to the estate sale process section. In here we go over our company, who we are, some of our accolades, some of the things that we've done, our process in its entirety, all the services that we can include, all the fees that we charge, and then also basically all of the information of what our clients receive after the estate sale. It gives them the whole rundown of our service and how we operate. Last year in 2020, we did about 201, we did exactly 201 estate sales. That equates out to, I should have my math right, so 201 divided by 52 weeks. That's about 3.8 estate sales every single week. But of course, we had a 3-month period with no estate sales because of COVID. So when we came back, we were doing about 6 to 10 sales every single week. Our team is well trained. They're fully able to handle any size estate sale. So like I said, if you or someone you know needs an estate sale, let us know. There's one more thing that I wanted to do on here. And I wonder if I can do it. The one thing that I'd like to see is your comments. If you are here from any of the locations where this is streaming, feel free to leave a comment. I'll try to see them here. I might not see your name or who they're from, but also Sarah's looking in. Awesome. Cool, let's get this started. I just texted you guys. All right, cool. So the estate sale process. Step 1. On the estate sale process, when a client calls our line, when a client calls 248-915-8888, they reach Karen. Karen works them through an estate sale process. They let them know how we operate, and then she basically sets them up with a free consultation. So the first thing in the estate sale process is a free consult with one of our sales managers. Shannon, she's been with us for about 4.5 years, maybe 5 years now. She is the most amazing sales manager. You'll meet with Shannon, you might meet with Courtney, and they will basically go through our entire service, view your house, give you a free estimate in the home. So that's the first step. Hey, David, thank you for joining us. Awesome. So that's step 1 of the estate sale. So on the consult, what happens is when we come out, we'll do a walkthrough. We'll go through the entire home with you, seeing what's for sale, what's not for sale, see if there's enough to have an estate sale, and then sit down with you and work through how our service can help with your situation. Every situation is different. My board's all over the place. Every situation is a little different. So our service, it changes for each person. We sort of will go through and figure out what works best for you. I'm having a little glitch on this. What is going on here? Well, in live streaming, all sorts of fun things happen. So let me see. I think that it has something to do with the internet. I know exactly how to handle this. All right, cool. So the second part of our process is, after we do the free consultation, is setting dates for an estate sale and signing the agreement. Basically, that's what they'll do when they come on the appointment. They'll go through that whole situation with you. They'll go through the entire contract to make sure that it's fully understood and that you have all the information that you need to be able to go forward, making a good decision on having an estate sale. After that, we'll sign the contract, and then that contract gets sent right back to the office. So that's super important. We'll sign back into the Wi-Fi. And we are back in business. Awesome. So, number one, free consult. Number two, signing contract. It's important that when you're signing a contract that you check with a few different things. You make sure that the insurance that that person has will cover your estate. You have to make sure that they carry insurance into each home that they go into. The next thing that you want to know when you're signing a contract is, how am I going to be paid and what is the accounting going to look like after the estate sale? That's all included in this book right here, the client information book, which you can get by sending an email to Aaron at aaronsestatesales.com. It's in the description. Awesome. Number three, let's get it started. We took forever on number two. So all items that are not included in the sale need to be removed from the home. So removing personal items. Number three, this is the most important part. When our team comes into the home, everything they see or can touch needs to be for sale. This helps you get that process done before the estate sale team comes in, and it helps our team being able to come in and fully execute on the job without any hindrances or any stops. So removing personal items, we can definitely help with this. You have two options. Everything needs to be removed from the home before our team comes in, or it needs to be behind a locked door. This is what I tell every client that I go into. Those two things are super important. When we come in, we're here to sell the items that you want to sell. So we want to be able to come in with our full team, our vans, our tables, tablecloths, display cases, cash registers, and set that house up and get it looking as good as possible. That's impossible. Possible if you still have everything out that's not for sale and if you're not packed up. So it's a crucial point. After the contract, removing all your personal items. Number four. All right. So after the contract comes back to the office, a few different things happen. They immediately start the advertising for the sale. They'll put it up on all of our websites that we advertise on. They'll start sending out emails to it. And then the next thing we do is we do a welcome email and a welcome call to our client from the office, gathering more information, gathering more data, and making sure everything is super crystal clear so that when our team gets in, they can fully execute. Alongside this will come a scope appointment. The scope appointment is like the scope of work. Our office person comes in, they get the key to the home. This usually happens the week before the estate sale, and they'll make sure that everything's ready to go. All the things that you want to keep are out. They'll make sure anything else that's not for sale, they'll check with real estate and make sure that, that anything that needs to stay for the real estate transaction stays in the home. And so this is what we call the scope appointment. Scope appointment. That's the next step. So this is what all happens between our free consultation and before our team gets into the door to start setting up the sale. The next thing that'll happen, step 5, team sets up. So Monday, 9 a.m., our team comes into the home, our full team, and they do a full setup of the house. They'll do all the staging, remove all the trash, reorganize the furniture, and what works best for the estate sale. This process happens on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then that sale is that weekend. So the team sets up, and then 6 is pricing. Pricing is a huge factor in all estate sales value and how well the estate sale will do. You price it too high, it doesn't sell, you don't see the value out of those. You price it too low, it all flies out the door, and you didn't get the value for that client. So our team is trained to properly price a house, and then we have different quality control that comes in, checks the pricing, checks the team setup. I just have a staff member that left right now to go quality control check 4 houses, and I'm going tomorrow morning to quality control check an Ann Arbor job that we're doing this weekend. So that's even like, not everybody can know everything, but when you have a team going to the home and they're figuring out prices, you have to have that double and triple check before you open the doors to make sure not to miss anything. Number 8, so we have, man, I skipped a step. Before the quality control, before the pricing, after the setup, we'll just leave it as number 8, is photography, marketing, and advertise. If you go to aaronsestatesales.com, you will see, if you go to the upcoming sales, all of our sales for this upcoming weekend. Are all the photos up for all the sales?
Should be.
Should be. We should have all the sale photos up. So aaronsestatesales.com, alongside descriptions for the entire sale. A lot of the platforms that we use will utilize keyword-based searches. So we have to make sure that we leave a hefty description for each sale so that when people are searching for Hummel or for antiques, that those words come up and they get automatic emails. So the photos and advertising, some houses we take 200 photos, 300 photos. I think this week we have 400 some odd photos. 410 photos. It's super important that there's as many photos as possible for each job, because people will click through each one of those photos to see exactly where they want to go in the house, how they want to shop. Is there enough to get there? Is there anything that they need to get there early for? Photos are crucial for selling an estate. So where are we at? Step 8. Step 9. I'm going to erase these. 9. What is 9? Well, we've had the estate sale team come in, do all the staging, all the advertising. They've done all the pricing. We've quality control checked the entire job. Next is sale day. The most important days of the estate sale process are the sale days. Now, a few different things happen on the sale days. We will put out street signs. It's a minimum that our staff is required to put out of 25 street signs for each sale. This covers several miles radius for each job. Some sales that are in rural areas will do 40, 50 signs just to drive traffic to that estate sale. There's no point in going through this entire process and then to have bad advertising the day of the sale. So street signs are mega important. Everything else that we did leading up to that point will drive traffic, but then you have the sale day. First day of the sale is full price. So everything is going to sell for what it, not everything is going to sell, but everything is going to be marked at full price, and there's no discounts on the first day. Throughout an estate sale, to liquidate the contents of an entire home, you actually go down in price each day. So depending on the job, we don't do a standard discount. We make sure that we assess each job individually, and we do a discount depending on a few different factors. How well that sale did the first day, how much traffic there was, and what do we got to do to entice traffic. So while some sales we might do 35, 40% off the second day, most sales will do 15 or 20% off if they're going really, really well. So we judge that at the end of each day. So full price, and then sometimes you get 30% off, and then you'll get a 50% off on the last day. Sometimes if there's a lot left after these 3 things, then we'll do a 75% off, everything must go type of sale. These are amazing just to clear out the house if everything's going to donation afterwards, to get it into somebody's hands and have them pay something for it. to help that family or that client that we're dealing with. So sale day is next. Sale days. We do sales that are normally 2 to 3 days. So the normal average estate sale, would you say 2 days? We have a lot this week that run 2 days, 2.5 days. Some houses that are, more full, we'll do 3 days. We've done sales that are 4 and 5 days. Usually the sales that we have scheduled for 5 days, because they're so packed, you realize by the second day that it's going so well that you're going to clear it out. We've had sales sell out by the second day when we planned on 4 days of sales, for sure. So 2 to 3 day sales, discounts each day. And then after the sale, our company can help with a few different options with the estate sale leftovers. The main one we do, donation and clean out. Donation and clean out. This is where we empty the house, get it into people's hands, but also clear out all the rest of, accumulation over 50, 60, sometimes 75 years. There can be a lot of stuff in a home, and you don't really realize it until you're sitting there going through it in cupboards, cabinets, closets. It's so overwhelming. So our company, after the estate sale, will leave you with a blank slate, ready to go for its next step, ready for the real estate sale, ready for, someone else to move in, whatever's happening next with that sale. And that's sort of the last step. There's a few more steps, but we're getting close. So donation, clean out. You can also decide to do that part yourself. We do offer it as a service, but you could do that yourself, the donation clean out. Some people will try to get their things into consignment on other things like that, but we find that with our clients' timelines, they're like pushing up against dates. They're pushing up against closing dates. They're trying to get the house ready to sell, and they just need it cleared out. So that's what we do most of the time. After that, sweep and vacuum. Get the house fully ready. We do that. That's on us. We'll sweep out the garage. We'll sweep out the basement. We'll vacuum. We'll get all things out of the rafters. It's ready to go, basically, broom swept and clean. And then payout. So we pay our clients within 15 days after the conclusion of the estate sale. If a job is fully completed that Monday after the estate sale and the clean out's done, then we'll pay out that week. We'll pay out that Wednesday. We write checks every Wednesday. Oftentimes there'll be the estate sale, and then the next week there'll be clean out, or a family wants to go through, and so the clean out will get extended, and that's why we have that extended time period on payout days. Every situation is different. Every family is different. Every house is different. Every house needs a different solution. So that's what we offer. That is the entirety of the estate sale process in one video. If you like this video and you would like a copy of the book that I was reading from today, this is our client information pack. We'll send it over. We can send it over PDF to you for free. Just email Aaron at aaronsestatesales.com. I don't know how well you can see this, but in here it'll say about us. It'll have the entire process and a little more data than what we just went through. Ooh. It'll have our fees, services included, and then it'll show you, we have a copy of our insurance for you, and we'll show you exactly what you're going to get at the end of an estate sale. That's the huge piece that's missing, is you need to be able to go into an estate sale situation knowing exactly what it's going to look like at the end of that cycle. And that's what we do, and then some testimonials. So feel free, email us at Aaron at aaronsestatesales.com. I'm going to continue doing these videos because I'd love to bring value. So if there's a topic that you really want to hear about estate sales, liquidation, downsizing, we're going to do a hoarder segment. We're going to put together a segment each day. We'll do a senior downsizing day. We'll do a coolest finds from an estate sale day. We'll do all those things, but feel free to leave comments, say what you like, what you don't like. Someone said, I love the weekly e-blast. Yes, yes, yes. That's Matt. Matt does that, and he's a killer on the emails. He makes sure all that goes out because we want our clients' homes to be seen by the world. We want people to buy. and shop. And when you buy used items, it helps keep inflation down. I try to tell my team this, like, you got to keep the things in motion, keep these things from hitting a landfill. And by shopping estate sales, you not only find cool finds, you find things that you won't find at any store anywhere. And then you help a family. There's so much synergy in that. So if you love estate sales, hit us up. Bought my pickup truck at one of your estate sales. I love it. I love you. And we're going to keep doing this, pushing into the market, because we love to help. So send me an email, Aaron@aaronsestatesales.com. I'll send this over to you, and we'll go from there.